It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we're going to see Luke McCaffrey. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Nighthawks and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down to this Albuquerque club as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Here's Darnold. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground with Jones. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Baron Browning collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Here's 2nd and 10. When you look at this defense,
they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? To throw is Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Now inside the 25.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Here's 3rd and 3. Addison will go in motion left.
Darnold from the gun.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
Breaks through the contact. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels looking to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Addison will go in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. But you look at this defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Darnold finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Nighthawks offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man down the field. It's a tight end Sennett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Third down and 1. Now Daniels. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Here's Johnny Hekker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw is Daniels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end Senate.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a give to Jones running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Darnold now to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Darnold. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, defense. Son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. To throw is Darnold. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Douglas. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Nighthawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime at what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start in the NFC, and specifically the NFC South. Tampa Bay traveling to the Bayou to take on New Orleans. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. Bucky Irving with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Nighthawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Daniels looking to throw.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He finds Douglas complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and a couple.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Robinson will take it in. Touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Jones.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Albuquerque offense readying to take over once again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Nighthawks are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And out now come the Vikings.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off of play action, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Darnold.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 7th.
In motion, the tight end.
Now Daniels.
Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught by Sinnott.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Atwell, complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 8-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jaden Daniels.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Nighthawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL, you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Darnold from the gun.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Darnold. This is caught by Williams. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
An inside give to Jones. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Now Darnold. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Addison will go in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Nighthawks offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. On the option, here's Eckler.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Darnold now to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got to